So what we're going to do now, we're going to move on to the effects section. I'm just going to move it back to the clean channel, so just so you know, for a reference sound, this is what we've got. Now, as I said, the effects section is made up of firstly these three controls and then the push button on the end there. First off, you've got your reverb, as I mentioned earlier, works on its own independent pot just here, and this is with the reverb on half. Now I'm going to move the reverb all the way up to the top so you can hear how much there is in there. Alright, so bringing the reverb back now. We're going to start talking about the main effects. So what I've done is I've put the effect depth and the adjust on half, and I'm going to start bringing in these effects. You'll see there's no light going on in this box, but when I press it now, the first light that comes up is a green light. Just underneath you've got this little section here which tells you which colors represent which different effects. And it says just here the green is the echo. So with the adjust and the depth on half each, you get this kind of thing. So in using these parameters just here, what we're going to do when you are on the delay or on the echo and you move the adjust, it should change the speed of the delay. So if I move it back down here to a quarter, it's really, really quick. Start moving it up. And what happens then is it starts to slow the delay down. And by the time you get the adjust all the way to the top, flat out, it'll be a really long delay. Now what I've got is the choice of using the effect depth to control the amount of the effect that there is with the dry signal of the guitar. So it basically works as more like an effects mix as well. So if I bring the effect depth all the way down to around a third, you'll hear there's not too much in there, but if I bring it all the way up now, you'll hear that, you know, it's put a lot more of it in there. So that's how the echo works. What we're going to do now is move on to the next effect by just pressing the black button just here. It now changes it to orange. Now this is our vibe effect, so you get this kind of sound. Again, with the adjust and the depth on about half each, you get this. What I'm going to do is move the adjust up. So you can hear with the adjust, when we're on this vibe, it actually changes the speed of the vibe. So if we wanted to slow it down, if I bring it down to about 2/3. And then obviously the effect depth as well, it will make it a little bit more intense now by moving the effect depth up to the top. And what I was doing just there is moving the depth back, so you can have these effects, any of these effects you can have as subtle or intense as you want. So that's a look at the vibe. Last off, we've got the chorus. So putting the adjust and the depth back on half, you get this, a nice kind of chorus. Now what I'm going to do for the adjust this time, it will change the rate of the chorus. So bringing it down, you get this. Moving the adjust up to 3/4, you get this. So you can hear it's a much quicker kind of chorus. You can hear the speed of it changing, and also with the depth, it will obviously change the depth of the chorus. That's on about 3/4. So if I turn them both up, the adjust and the depth all the way up, you get this crazy kind of chorus sound. But if I just wanted a nice subtle chorus, I could bring the depth down to half and the adjust down to about a third. And I'm back to that nice chorus there. So that's a look at the effects that are built into this unit. If you press the effect button once more, it goes off again, so you don't have to have your effects on should you not want them on. Now the cool thing about this amp is that you can assign different effects for each channel, and this is a really cool thing. So the clean channel that we're on, if I want to go back to that chorus that we just had there, I've now set that for my normal channel by just bringing it in while I'm on that channel. Changing over to the overdrive channel now, you'll notice that the light for the effect will go out, and I can choose a different effect. If I don't want any effects on the overdrive channel, then I can leave it like that. But if I do want, let's say, the echo, then I bring it up so it's on green, and I set exactly what I want. So let's say that's the effect that I want for that. I've got that set now. But then when I go back to the normal channel, the chorus will come back on. So it's a very, very versatile bit of kit. It's only 15 watts of valve, pure Marshall valve tones, so it's definitely worth checking out. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a quick look at the rear panel of this. On the rear panel of the Haze 15, firstly you've got your foot switch input for the foot switch that comes included with the amp. Next up, you've got your speaker outputs consisting of one 16 ohm output for plugging it into a regular Marshall 4x12 cabinet, and then you've got the choice of one 8 ohm or two 16 ohms for running the stack that you've been hearing. For more information on this amp and others in the Marshall Haze range, please contact your local Marshall dealer.